Hello friends, today we're going to explain a movie where we'll see that in Tokyo, some people who are traveling on a train suddenly find themselves in a place where nothing else remains. When they realize that they have time travel to the future, they start trying to adapt to that time and survive. At that moment, they're only thinking about how long they can survive there and whether they'll ever be able to go back to their own time. At the beginning of the movie, we see the residents of Tokyo busy with their daily tasks. Some people are rushing to catch the train, trying to board it in a hurry. Once aboard the train, they begin using their mobile phones, unaware of what is about to happen to them in just a few moments. Suddenly, the lid of a bottle moves and disappears. Then, earthquake alerts start popping up on everyone's phones, causing fear among the passengers. As the train continues its journey, it enters a wormhole, and all the passengers faint. When they regain consciousness, they try to exit the train but are astonished to find that the familiar surroundings have completely changed. Where once there were tall buildings, now there is only dense jungle. Then we see Siam, a firefighter who knows how to handle such situations well. Here, we also meet a girl named Umi, who already knows Siam. On the other hand, in 2023, people are troubled by the disappearance of two compartments of a moving train. Officers go into a tunnel to investigate and see light coming from the other side, thinking it's the missing people. However, they're surprised to find their own employees sent to search from the other end. Meanwhile, Siam and Umi, following the light, emerge from the tunnel to find only desert outside. They are frightened and ponder where they have ended up. Upon returning, they inform everyone, but no one believes them. Now, everyone is worried about how they will survive in this new place. The people, would they be able to survive or not? Here, a girl named Librani is also present. She secretly checks everyone's bags for food items. Then, she finds scissors and a government letter in Hayashima's bag, which turns out to be a jail letter. She thinks Hayashima is a big criminal, and everyone is stuck here because of him. Librani reveals this to everyone. Meanwhile, a guy named Katana watches a video clip on his mobile phone, showing Librani stealing food from the bag. Upon seeing this, Siam immediately rushes out and goes into the jungle to bring back Hayashima. During this, Hayashima slips and is about to fall into a deep pit when Siam arrives and saves him. Hayashima tells him that he used to belong to a poor family. But when he became a famous hairdresser, he forgot about his brother and didn't take care of him. As a result, his brother became a big criminal and was caught by the police. The letter found in Hayashima's bag was from his brother. Some people notice a huge tower in the distance, which surprises everyone because this tower was supposed to be completed in 2026, and there was a lot of advertising about it in the news. But here, the tower has collapsed. A biologist finds a plant in the jungle that was supposed to grow in 30 years, but they see that it's already grown. This implies that these people have time traveled to the future. On the other hand, in 2023, people are still worried about where those two train compartments went. Then, it is officially announced that two compartments of the train have disappeared. With about 100 passengers on board, the biologist finds a plant in the jungle and explains that it grows where there is a nearby waterfall. Upon hearing this, Siam decides to find the waterfall to quench everyone's thirst. They reach a mountain near a very large waterfall, making them think that the waterfall must be nearby. Siam climbs the mountain with the help of a rope and finds water there, making everyone happy. From the top, Siam sees that where once Tokyo City stood, there is now a vast ocean. At night, a passenger named Tanaka goes out, and suddenly someone attacks him. He runs back to the train and tells everyone. But they don't believe him because they think there's no one else here except them. Suddenly, it starts raining here, and everyone is very happy. They bathe in the rain and collect water to drink. The next day, the biologist searches for many plants that could be eaten, which could save their lives. Umi accidentally eats some poisonous berries, making her sick. Siam takes her back to the train compartment, and everyone takes good care of Umi. They all decide that they need to work together, or else they will all perish here. Then, at night, they all eat food together. In the morning, the biologist suggests that there might be a river nearby, and if so, they could catch fish from it to eat. So, he goes with some people to search for the river. But suddenly, a stranger attacks them and injures one of their companions badly. They all rush back to the train compartment, realizing that they are not alone here. On the other hand, Hayashima styles everyone's hair and feels very happy to do his favorite job after many days. Meanwhile, Siam and Umi spot a child and follow him. Following the child, they reach the bank of a river, where passengers from the other compartment were present. They see that those people had arranged everything well there and had set up many traps. Siam and Umi are amazed to see this. They meet their leader, Umoto. Siam tells Umoto that one of their companions was injured by one of Umoto's people. Umoto then immediately calls the person who attacked and asks him to apologize to Siam. Umoto tells them that they had found a radio, through which they contacted Canada, and they learned that they had reached the year 2060. They also found out that the world had ended in 2026 because many space agencies were launching a large number of satellites to gather information about space. One of those satellites collided with an asteroid, causing it to crash into Earth, leading to the death of everyone. Umoto mentions that suddenly the radio signals have stopped coming, then Siam informs his other companions that they have reached the year 2060. Everyone thinks that perhaps God has given them a chance to stop the future disaster. Then everyone goes out to the river and catches many fish. On the other hand, Tanaka makes a puppet out of branches and talks to it because no one likes to talk to Tanaka, and he feels lonely. Then we see the biologist finding a green-colored stone. Tanaka informs Umoto about all this. When Umoto learns that the other group has found stones that could help them get back home, he gives Tanaka something to eat and tells him to inform Umoto if he learns anything else. On the other side, Ami and Librani find a dead body buried in the ground. They get scared and try to run away, but some people attack them. When Siam finds out, he immediately rushes to save Ami. Ami hides in a boat while fleeing. When Umoto finds out, he apologizes to them and promises to find Ami. Then, when Umoto tries to communicate with the others using the radio, Ami sees him. She realizes that Umoto is lying because the wire of the radio he was using was broken. Umi asks him about it, and he tells her that he wants to stay here as the leader. Then Umoto ties up Umi and leaves from there because she has learned his secret. In the morning, Umoto's team attacks Siam's team, and there is a fierce fight. Umoto tries to stop everyone, but no one listens. Then suddenly Umi arrives and reveals Umoto's secrets to everyone. Umoto explains that he did it because he wanted to give everyone hope so that they would have a chance to survive. Siam understands all of this, but Umoto steps down from his leadership and leaves. He gives Siam a diary with all the details written about how the Earth was destroyed in 2026. Then we see two people who find another green stone. Then the scene shifts to 2023, where a scientist is explaining that during the study of the accident in the tunnel, it was discovered that a wormhole was created during the accident. This wormhole was created due to a supernova explosion. A supernova is a theory in which when a star begins to die, it releases a huge amount of energy. When the train accident happened, this explosion occurred, which connected the timelines of 2023 and 2060. Then we go to 2060, where a huge storm comes, and Tanaka opens the emergency door of the train. Everyone sees that there is a wormhole forming, pulling things into it. Then suddenly the wormhole disappears, and the scene shifts back to 2023. There, a detective receives Tanaka's doll, and he is very surprised. In 2060, Siam's friends realize that if they want to create the wormhole again, they will need electricity and solid objects. They start looking for a power station that had been buried underground. They finally manage to find the power station. When they start the electricity in the train carriage, a wormhole begins to form. Everyone is happy and cheering inside the carriage, but Tanaka doesn't leave. He wants to stay here. As a storm approaches, the wormhole becomes stronger, and their train carriage enters the wormhole. They are all ecstatic. After a while, when they regain consciousness, someone knocks on the door of the carriage. When they open the door, they realize that they have arrived in 2026, and the entire world was going to be destroyed in 2026. Then these people try to explain to the people there that they have come from the future and that the world will be destroyed in 2026. But nobody believes them. They think these people are intoxicated. It's reported in the news that the missing train carriage from 2023 has been found in 2026. There were some people in the world who believed them, but many did not. Then when Ray finds out about this, he comes to meet these people because he had read about an asteroid collision. The defense minister also tells them that they were already working on this issue because the asteroid was going to collide with Earth in some time. Finally, the day comes when the asteroid is about to collide. Everyone is anxious and watches the news together. Then they realize that the military has succeeded in their mission, and the asteroid threat is now over. Humanity is now safe, and the movie ends here. Thank you for watching.